There's no forest here. There's just a bunch of trees. Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm playing a little Engineers Forest 3, hanging out here at my house, and I've been doing a little bit of decorating. In fact, if we take a quick look, here is a mailbox. Let's see, nah, no mail, oh well. Decided to stick a tree right here. All this stuff is going to go away once I figure out where it's going, but I like having trees around my place. Stuck another one there. Got some of these little shrubberies here, raspberry leaves coming around the other side. I think this is cranberry leaves over here. There's a third one on the other side just because, you know, why not? And let's open up and come on in. Got some chests, and I went with the dark oak because everything's dark oak here. A little bit of carpet because why not? And a few of these things here from Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod. The mailbox was also from that. Got this little bedside cabinet, and it's got a little bit of storage. And this has some storage, and that has some storage, and they all have storage. And then some places to sit, so we can come kind of hang here and say, "Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing just fine." But let's hop out. This is a spruce chair, and there's an oak chair. I had some dark oaks here. Well, this is the dark oak table. It looks like it's pretty much just the bark on it, and then the legs from the wood. This one matches fairly nicely. These are nice looking. I tried the dark oak. Here's the dark oak. The back is exactly the same as the wall, and it just kind of blended away and was gone. So here's another one of the spruce chairs. Got a bed, yay, bed. And, let's go upstairs. Check out a little bit up here. More rug, more seating arrangements. Some candles. These are kind of interesting because they use tallow from pigs. And I had a massive pig slaughter over there. In fact, let's just go run over and take a look. Because why not? There's something in the pack, and right off the top of my head, I don't know what it is that's doing it, but if you have an animal like a cow here, if he were running down over by the food area, and when I say food area, it's mushroom, over here where the carrots and the wheat are, the cow would actually eat the wheat and get ready to, holy cow. Okay, I'm getting distracted. All these villagers are just hanging out in the water. Did something just... It sounded like something went kapow right next to me. Anyway, so distracted. If the cows could come here, they could eat this the wheat here and get into a breeding state, and then they would go ahead and start breeding. Well, there's carrots here, and there must have been at least 2 pigs, because there were a whole bunch of pigs over in this area, and so I took out my steel paxel and just laid into them, chopped them into little pieces, and you can see my paxel is quite low on the durability. Yeah, I've been using it a bunch. Over like 2.5 stack. Yep, pig. There shall be no pigs in this area. There were 2.5 stacks worth of pork out of all that. So consequently, I'm thinking, yeah, let's not go ahead and do that. So here's the tallow. If you have 2 tallow and a string on top, that gives you 4 of the those candles, and you can dye them and do all sorts of stuff like that. Oh, and I've got my little ocelot pet. I found a whole bunch of various pets when I went roaming around the water, and he will give me night vision, scares away creepers, that's always nice, and he catches fish near water. Well, I haven't seen any of that yet, but kind of echoey in here. I kind of like that. Okay, so let's go downstairs. This is where I really wanted to show off this area down here. The footprint of the basement follows pretty much the house. This goes further that away a little bit, but I've got a fairly large smeltery in place now. It's 5 by 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high. Yeah, I think it's 5 high. Anyway, it's fairly decent now, but I'm probably not going to use much of it. But it sealed off this alcove very nicely, so I went ahead and stuck it there, and I didn't want to have a deal with it out in the other area. outside, just hanging out there. It was not very nice. So this right here, I went ahead and I had already made the metallurgical infuser. That's the first thing you gotta make. Yes, was that enrichment chain? No, you need the metallurgical infuser because that's what gets you the this work going on, the enriched alloy. You need a bunch of the enriched alloys to make stuff from mechanism. And then I've got an enrichment chamber, which makes this one work better, a basic crushing factory, a basic smelting factory, smelting, and then the crusher and redstone furnace that I had already. And I would really like, here, let me hop up here, I would really like being able to put, say, a ton of stuff here into the spruce chest and have it just feed into my crusher. Now, where did it go? I had a tool, the configurator. I think that is over here in my tool chest. Yep, there's my configurator. The configurator here is what you use to change things. You can act like a wrench. You can change the pipes. So these pipes right now, they're pulling out from here and they're pushing in here. That I did with the configurator. And you see how it's got a none? I would really like to be able to have a none between these two. And they are all configured for none, but they still will push things through. I would like to be able to have them separated. And I thought maybe these covers from thermodynamics would work. I could sit there and put them in between and break this off. No, as near as I can tell, I can't put this on anything. No, I just did grab some cobble. I don't want to grab cobble. Here, let's dump the cobble off. I've not been able to do anything with this, and it doesn't go anything. So maybe if I had thermodynamic machines or some other thermodynamic pipes, I could use that against it. But for right now, I can't figure out what to do. Well, okay, I won't trash it quite yet. Let's just put it there so it's out of the way. Okay, but there's the phone that should never ring. So it was Niece the duck farmer, so I won't kill her. But yeah, she had to talk to Mrs. the duck farmer, but she wasn't here. And so anyway, back to stuff. Power-wise, I want to power everything with this. I've got the power cube. Oh, looks like it's finally filled up. I had made those heat generators with the chickens producing coal, feeding into a hopper into the heat generator and then into the machines. Well, all of them now are feeding in, all four of them are feeding into this advanced energy cube. And I don't have the cables on me. Of course I don't. Let's go ahead and go down. Grab cables. Are the cables here? Are the cables here? There's the cables. Alright, let's go hop down, hop, and nope, hop shift, there we go. Now, what should happen is, there's no power coming out of that. There should be power coming out. I configured that to have power come out. Why is this not working? If we look at this, it is output on the top. That's the top, because if you look at it, that's the front looking at you. That's the top, that's the bottom, and no, that's the back, that's the bottom. Anyway, it should be ejecting out. So let's go ahead and let's make it an actual pull just to force it. That's really strange that there's nothing coming out, because it really should be doing that. Huh. I don't get it. And then I have to jump out of there because there's no room for it. Looking at these, this one has power, this is power, this has used a little power, so it's definitely not getting any power into it. I had played with this before and it was working, and so now I'm not sure why it is not. It's gotta be, no, that's not that, it's gotta be this. No, that's for items. Well, it doesn't matter for items. I want energy. The eject is on. Input, output. You are so weird that it's not working, because it's got plenty of power coming out of here. Huh. Well, that's not going to work very nicely, because it was certainly working earlier. Let's hop back out, go back down. Because see, if I set this up, this is, yeah, let's put it right here for right now. This, if we output it on the side, this one is now maxed up. And you can see there's plenty of power all the way through all of this. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and go plop and let them all charge here. Yeah, let's try that. And again, got to home my way out of here. And let's seal this spot here. Now, what I would like to do is take this guy here. You are in the wrong spot. Because let's take you, put you right here. So if you power, power comes up from the bottom. So if you are coming in, yeah, you're coming in. Oh, keep clicking the wrong thing. And then let's have you come out this side, because then I can take another cable here and go doink, and this should flow power so that this can actually hold and use power, I think. Here, let's go ahead and say you will definitely pull out and you will definitely push in. So this will also connect. So if there's more power down there, then it'll go ahead and grab from both of these locations. That should work. In fact, let's go ahead and grab a stack of cobble here and put it into the crushing factory. That'll go ahead and hammer it well there. And no power's coming out of here, so there's still some buffer down there. Alright, solved. Not as elegant as I would love it if it would come out of the top, which I don't know why. It certainly should. In fact, here, let's go boink, and let's configure you. So yeah, you output off of the top. Do you have any power? And you have no power, so of course you don't look like you've got power. Let's take and put you right here. You're getting power. Enough. Alright, if we take you, put you right here, put you on top. See, they got power right there, instantly. Got power from the top. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll have to figure out why that's not working. But in any case, I wanted two of these. One that would act as a buffer here, and down there would make just as much sense to me. And then that way everything here has got power. And then another one that I could charge up, because this right here, digital miner, that is my goal. I want to get one of those set up and working. So to make that a reality, first you got to eat a little baguette here. Let's take a look at the recipe for the digital miner. Steel casing, that's just steel and osmium and glass, so that's no problem. Teleportation core, diamond, some lapis, okay, these logistical what's-its, those, the robot, some of that, and then that piece here, and then these I need to go further in. So let's go ahead and grab this stuff. Oh, I already had a stack of cobble. Let's go ahead and grind you here, because I think this one turns it into, yeah, that turns it into gravel, and this one will turn the cobblestone into sand. Yep, there's the sand. So we'll just use that. Oh, I didn't show this off. The cobblestone generator here from Tiny Progressions, this is creating a block of cobble every second, and there's been enough time that I've got 32 stacks of cobble here. So this is fantastic. No real server tick, there's no animation, it's fantastic. So we will go with that. Alright, well, I don't need these, but let's go ahead and grab everything else, because I'll be needing a bunch of it. And let's set up a crafting station over here, just because it's handy to have something to build off of. And probably, why not, let's put it over here. Why did I not put it on the toolbar? Okay, so let's go ahead and look at what all we need. Probably the easiest thing to do, that one, here, this is where finished pieces will go. So that one's easy to do, it's all done. Let's make the steel casing, that's easy to make. Steel casing, done. So that goes there. And next, let's look at the logistical sorters. Oh, are we out of those? We are out of those. Okay, well, let's make some. So the easiest way is to take a piece of redstone, drop it into here, and what that does is it condenses, it enriches, it makes it more flavorful than Flavor Flav. And actually, here we got some right there. So it makes this compressed redstone, which is worth 8 redstones. If you were to put one of these into the metallurgic infuser, you'd get sufficient to make one piece of something. See, redstone 10, and if I take an iron ingot, that gave me this little enriched alloy piece, so it was worth 1. But if I take this guy, and I'm going to use more of these, so let's make a bunch more of these. I can go ahead and do 8 now. The other one was 10, this is now 80. Why don't they call 1 and 8? What, I don't know. But I can go ahead and stick this in, and we'll process all 8 of these iron ingots for the cost of that 1 redstone, because we ran it through the enrichment chamber. That's why I like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab these and grab these. Might as well grab that iron too. I'm not sure why my crate doesn't have the sorting stuff on here. I thought I'd seen that before. Probably another mod. Alright, getting distracted. I need to make these logistical sorters, and they just need a piston, and everybody's seen how to make a piston, so I figured there was no need to make a piston on camera, because you've all seen it, you've all made them. So let's put those here and there. Alright, looking at the robot. Okay, now we're hitting the point where we need refined obsidian stuff. So let's go ahead and take obsidian. Yay, got obsidian. And I need to crush this. Let's do 3, why not? Are you not going to crush here? They're not going to crush here. Alright, what do we use with you to crush you down into rhinestone? Oh, enrichment chamber. Well, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Go. Okay, so we need powders out of those, and I've got, okay, 16 diamonds. That should be sufficient diamonds to be able to make this happen. And, you know, while I'm looking at this, I think, do I want to charge this up? Yes, I do. Okay, let's go ahead and let that charge up. Are you pulling stuff from here? Yes. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so, distracted, but that's okay. We've got the pulverized obsidian. Ooh, I wonder if that will work for what I'm wanting to do. Because what I want to do is, yes, I want to sit there and mechanism this into refined obsidian. Alright, let's go ahead and let's do one more, just so we've got a full 8 pulverized obsidians. And let's take, kitty cat, you just scared me. Alright, let's go ahead and move you off. It meowed at me. And he's also out of food. He'd been eating the little cooked fish I had. Or did I put that away? Nope, he's just been eating my cooked fish. And then I no longer have the night vision on anymore, because he ate my fish. Who ate my fish? Alright, let's go ahead and process one of these diamonds down. And I probably don't need to do all 8 of these pulverized obsidians, because I'm going to need to use this compressed diamond to do some work on these. But I do need some pulverized obsidians. So, let's go over here. Let's drop you in. Let's do 1, 2... Let's call that enough. Let's do 4, and then we'll do 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna have to come back and do that. And it just occurred to me, I'm gonna need to make these, which has to be done with the osmium compressor. Needs the refined obsidian dust, which I just made some. Yep, there's my refined obsidian dust, but I don't have an osmium compressor. Well, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Okay, so I now have some of these, and I need the one step further. I need the refined osmium. All right, so let's take this guy and enrich him, and we should do, because this is going to be 8 worth, and I'm not going to have 8 worth here. So let's go ahead and do another diamond. So I have sufficient. I need you, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you. Come on, there's my compressed diamond. Okay, so let's go ahead and diamond him and do all 8 of those, because now I've got a bunch of these. And let's take this and run it with the reinforced alloy to get me the big bits that I need. And done. I've got a bunch of upgrades on that. So, looking at the recipe now, I need 2 there. So let's go ahead and one of those there. And then I need, these need more. And does that needs the 1? I think that should be sufficient. So let's go ahead and make these corner pieces. These guys. I can make 3. I only need 2. Thank you. Alright, nope, not you. You and you. So all we need to do is make the robot. Robot or robot? I'd probably go robot because it sounds like it's a robot. Okay, so I need these guys. Make 2 of them and no more. And I've got that. I've got the steel, a personal chest. Ooh, I need to make some chests. Well, let's make some chests real quick. Oh no, I've already got the wood for that. Let's turn them into oak chests just so that they're a little bit better chance of not being a problem. So there's the personal chest. Cool. And the last thing this needs is the refined obsidian, because I've got to steel. Okay, so we need to go ahead and make the osmium compressor. And that, I think, other than not having that on hand, and buckets. I have no buckets here. Let's go ahead and grab some buckets from outside from the tool chest. Wrong chest. This is the tool chest. I need 2 buckets. If I were super duper organized, I'd have all of it in place, but nah. Alright, so... Oh, no, I'm making the osmium compressor. That's what I'm doing. Why am I... Oh, I'm missing these. Let's go ahead and make 2 of them. There's the 2. And why do I keep clicking that when I need to make the osmium compressor? Osmium compressor, that's what I'm making. Alright, there's the osmium compressor. And this, I think, this is completely full. Let's pull him out, and let's put the compressor right there. For the nuts, I need an osmium here, and a refined dust. And that should be, 1 ingot should be exactly what we need. Ta-da! One of the strange things I've noticed, where'd my osmium? There it is that if I put multiple osmiums here, and when I have lots and lots, I will. I'll just stick a stack of osmium here. When I do that, it consumes more osmium than I expect. It's very, very strange because, yep, we got the robot. Because what ends up happening is when I put the stuff in place, it eats a little bit more than an entire ingot for making the compressed ingot. And I'm going, why? If I do it by itself, it works just hunky-dory. Why is it being obnoxious here? I don't know. Digital miner, yay! There's the digital miner. Go plop, stick him right there. This guy is fantastic for surgically precise ways of grabbing items. So I can come into here. I always change the radius to its max. And let's go ahead and 0 is fine. If I'm going to use this in the mining world, I might as well go to 80, which is the top. And then I can come in here and I can either put a item in that it'll mine for me, or I can go ahead and tell it what to mine. And I could be, you know, or asterisk, and that's everything. It'll just slowly cycle through all the ores here. That's more than I want. Let's do like diamonds. Diamond. This way it will get me all diamond ore types, and it'll just search in that radius around and work. Although I'm not really low on diamonds. I am, but I'm not really needing diamonds for a lot right now, other than making these bits. And I might want to do that. In fact, since I've got the bits here, let's go take a look at cube. Because I've got the advanced cube and I'd like to upgrade to the elite. And okay, so where's my, what are you saying I don't have the advanced? I've got the right there. Alright, I need to make 2 more of these. Really? I'm missing those? I thought I had, I'm missing them. Well, let's go ahead and put 1 of you, and then we're going to do 8 of you in here. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Yeah, I'm going to have to make lots of upgrades to speed things up, because it's always handy. I need 4 of these. 4, thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and make the 2 of these I need. 1, 2. Now I can upgrade to the elite. What are you saying that I'm missing that? I don't, I have it. So that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. And then these go in the corners, and then that goes there. It just won't see it because it's got data in it, I think, because of the energy. But here's my elite. It looks like it's 4 times more powerful. It's because, yeah, it's holding 3.2, it can go up to 12.8. So it looks like it's 4 times as powerful. Yay! And the reason is I'm going to go ahead and drop that right there. I'm saying, why can't it go in there? This is what will power my digital miner when I don't have a remote source of power. And currently, I don't. But this will work. I can sit there and drop it into place and get the power I need. Let's take you, move you out of the way, drop you back into place, and it'll go ahead and grow up more power as it pulls it from over here. So huzzah! This will certainly work. And granted, the 4 things down there aren't making super amounts of power for me, but it's free because the chickens are just constantly laying tons of coal for me, and it's a constant steady supply. So that really works. I'm just not sure why on earth I couldn't pull the power from the top of this. It makes no sense. I will play with that and figure out why, because I don't want this dorky setup up here. I'd rather have it down there. Although, you know, I could sit there and discharge. I could put something in here and get power if I really wanted to. Yeah, at this point I don't, but you know, I certainly could. But this one, I am. Oh, I can't help it. I gotta sit there and try this out. Let's try this out. Come here, you. And it says it's night. But I found something interesting about the mining world in this pack. It says it's night, but the sun is way up there. It's steady. And nothing is spawning on the surface. It's actually, you know... Oh, actually, the surface says there's no light here. But, you know, there's no mobs spawning up here. There's a creeper that-a-way, but underneath. So, what I typically do is I find the grid, And let's move this out of the way. I typically find the corner of some chunk, and I will use an actual tool. I need to make me a magnet. I love magnets for making things easier to do. Okay, so let's go ahead. That's a little bit high, but that's okay. And we'll go alley-oop. And power-wise, you go into there, and we're just grabbing the diamond. Oh, I didn't actually save that. Okay, let's go ahead and grab diamonds. And we'll put a little asterisk on there. Check. Yep. Done. Out of here. Start. So there was 103 diamonds in this radius, and it will slowly, very slowly, go ahead and mine them for me. Silk Touch would be very nice. Oh, let's go ahead and turn that on. It will suck down the power a whole lot faster. I think 6 times as fast than without it. Because see, this is needs 230 RF per tick. Turn off the Silk Touch. 88. Yeah, so it's about 6 times as much when you're doing Silk Touch. But that's okay. I've got a pretty decent amount of RF in here for now. This will go ahead and generate the diamonds. I can, with the equipment I've got right now, I can double the diamonds. Although I think that little trick with my Silk Touch, I should be able to Silk Touch them, and I have a 10% chance of them converting into a double ore, which then I can go ahead and convert into double. So I can quadruple my diamonds. So this will definitely help. So yay, digital miner is a thing. Not super fast because I don't have any updates on here for speed or for energy. The speed really does suck up the energy that it uses. So I really want to have all 8 energy upgrades and maybe 4 speed upgrades until I have huge amounts of power coming in. Before that, I don't want to do. Anchor is interesting because that will actually make a chunk loader for this area. So upgrades, anchor, oh, diamond dust. Oh, that's not too expensive at all. I can go ahead and do that. So yay, this is working nicely, very nicely indeedy. So I'm back at the base, and the digital miner worked really nicely. If we take a quick gander at him, you can see I already doubled up all the diamond ore that was there with the diamond ore chunk, and that was sufficient to level up my guys enough that I was able to upgrade to tier 3 and tier 4 of prospecting. So now I'm 20% likely to split my ores, which makes this much easier to do. At the very last, I went ahead and grabbed a little bit of lapis too. And that's been split and processed out, and I'm processing a few other things just to get them to happen. And I figured out how to get that to work down there. It seems like when I put the cube down and then I put the cable on top of the cube, it never connected. But then I broke the cube, put the cable down, and instantly the power came through. So then I just went ahead and put the rest of the cables in place, and life is good. And I've got my a second elite. I upgraded the other one up to this, so it's fully charging up. And I'll just AFK here so that that can happen. And life's going pretty good. I need to upgrade these. Let's see, this one has 4 and 4, I believe. And I just need to go ahead and get them all maxed upgraded. This one definitely max energy, maybe not speed. I don't care that much about speed, but definitely energy. I want it to be a lot more efficient. And things are going nicely. I need a sound muffler underneath the nether. It's been going womp, womp, womp. And I did spend a little bit of time going out into the nether. It seems extra creepy. There are some different mobs out there, and I died twice out there. So that's loads of fun. But it's been a blast with this mod pack and getting things going. I definitely like that I've got a way to process things. Just if you know how to get these isolated from each other, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, I may have to mix these. I may just have to mix them apart and spread them apart. And I don't like doing that. I like having them nice and tight, but oh well. But this I'm very much liking. I like the surgical precision of just grabbing the stuff I want, you know, and silk touching if I want that too. So yay! So good amount of work and some good success, and I'm liking that. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here playing a little Engineer's Forest 3 and having a blast. Thanks for watching. Bye.